What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Finally, I'm going to be giving some love to the Z31 that my brother Oscar gifted to me. Let's get into today's video. Alright guys, as you remember, this is a 1984 300zx Z31. Oscar had gifted this to me as this was my first car, you know, in high school and everything, and that's what really got me into the car scene. That's when Fast and Furious, all that came out in the early 2000, 2002, 2003. The story behind this was my aunt had this car and I always loved it. And when I was younger, I saw this, the way it looked, the turbo, and the car, everything about it used to talk to you, like all that stuff, you know, as a kid was really intriguing to me and was really fascinated by this car. And I told my aunt, when I get older and I got my, you know, my first car, I want it to be this car. Fast forward, I get older and my aunt actually saved this. So shout out to my tia Tonya, I love you. And this was really what inspired me with all the car stuff, you know. Finally decided to give it some love. I'm gonna be sanding it, getting it all ready. My boy G over there, right there working, if you see him, has been working on this project, getting everything sanded, taken apart. There's gonna be a lot of body work, things that I didn't know about. We got some pretty heavy rust going on over here around the channel. Not very pretty. Pretty much around the whole channel there. It has some rust also on the back hatch, which had there, we already grinded it down, which we didn't know until we took the spoiler off. We had some rust here, some rust there. Nothing that we're not comfortable doing. I mean, we do full restorations on some other cars and they're worse than this. You know, I'm gonna take my time. We already got the bumper off. I'm really interested in doing like a wide body. A lot of people, oh, leave it stock, kind of like fix it up, which will look nice, but you know me, I can't leave things stock. So comment below, tell me what you guys think about doing a wide body. I'm going to start by getting the bodywork situated, getting all that done, but comment below or see if you guys see a kit that you guys might like that I should put on this car. I'm also going to be upgrading the wheels, suspension for that. Obviously it has the stock wheels. I want to have these modified with the barrel, but to make them a little bit wider, maybe like polished. And if I do the wide body kit, obviously we're gonna have to get the wheel spec correct so that everything looks good. So we'll finish off all the body work first and then we'll dive into the interior and engine stuff. But I wanna get the body right, get everything done nice so that we have one thing, you know, one thing done, one checked off the list. I'm really excited for this. You know, G's gonna be helping me out. He already has started. I was gone for a week, but he already kind of started. How's the car coming along?
It's coming up pretty good than I thought, actually. Way better than I thought. Actually, there's not that much rust. We're an old thing. It's an old thing, you know. That car hasn't even been taken apart ever.
Yeah, it looks like it's a factory, right?
Literally OEM, everything. Bolts haven't been taken off, haven't been moved. Moldings are like falling apart in my hands. But besides that, like, the car's coming out good. I can't wait to get it done.
Alright, we'll see. Thank you, G.
No problem.
Yeah. So G's been working on it. We're gonna let him continue working on it, getting it good, and give you some more update as we progress on it.
Okay guys, this is where some body work is gonna happen at right here. You can tell this got damaged and got buckled right here. So here I gotta do some little bit of body work. But we'll see if I can do some metal work and put some motor on it.
Alright guys, so we're pretty much going to get started on the welding process for the 300Z. As you saw earlier, I showed you guys all the rust that was on the channels. So I pretty much got some pieces cut up let's get this thing welded up. Welding 101. What's up guys, I got a little update on the 300Z. Pretty much got all the bodywork finished. We're gonna go ahead and finish doing a block sanding on it throughout the whole car, find any little imperfections, re-primer, and get it ready for paint. One thing I'm gonna do is I got the wheels off, so I'm gonna send those off to get redone. My boy, Chamorro boy, is gonna go ahead and take care of those wheels, do a little lip step, make them look good, got a little offset, so let me show you guys the bodywork. Alright, so 300Z looks a lot different since the last time you guys saw her. Pretty much it's got its full rounded bodywork, blocked and primered. As you remember, all this was all rotted out. Went ahead and finished welding it. Danny boy took care of all the bodywork on it. It's looking good. You can see this thing down the side of this thing. Laser straight. Starting the blocking process here. Obviously, remember you guys, we had a little bit of rust in the back as well. We went ahead and took care of that. But also kind of give you a little glimpse of the suspension of this thing and the condition of these rotors. They've seen their better days. We're gonna also be changing that. We're gonna got some new coilovers we're gonna be setting in this car, front and rear, just to get the stance right. Obviously, these shocks look like they've seen their better days. And these brakes, I also got a new rotors, pads. Go ahead and clean everything up, make everything nice. Pretty much I wanted to give you guys a little glimpse of what I got in store for this. But look at down the side of this thing. Ooh, it's looking good. So pretty much I'm gonna get into some blocking right now, get this thing blocked up and get it one step closer to getting it painted. Another thing, I don't know if the engine bay is open here. This motor has seen a lot better days than this. I remember this was my first car, so I was so excited to fix this thing. I remember I did a custom intake. I went ahead and just put a straight pipe with the filter right here. You can hear the turbo spooling a little bit. And so it's cool to see, you know, this original motor, but this motor is really outdated. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be doing a swap, a VF30 swap out of a 350Z. It's gonna be a lot more powerful, a lot more upgrades you can do on this thing. But mainly I want to take care of this bodywork, get it looking good, then we can move on to the next phase. All right guys, so here are the wheels off the 300Z. As you can see, Chamorro boy is gonna go ahead and take care of these. We're gonna make them, turn them into a 2-piece or 3-piece wheel, pretty much using and utilizing this face, being that it's the original traditional wheel for this car, but obviously making it look with a nice barrel, maybe rivets, or you know, hideaway rivets or however. I'm gonna let him kind of put together something really nice for this car. But I mean, the wheels are in great condition. As you can see, no curb rash. They're pretty much great candidates for this process. I mean, they're all good, super clean. So I'm really excited. Throw them on the truck, we'll drop them off with him and see how they turn out. But I'm really excited for these to go on. All right guys, good morning, good morning. Behind me, as you can see, is the 300zx Z31 we've been working on, the one that my brother Oscar gave to me. Finally got it out here, the wheels are getting done. Let me show you guys the update on it. All the bodywork pretty much getting prepped, ready for paint, but I got some new accessories I'm really excited about. Pretty much all the body's been bodywork. G's been putting in that work, getting this thing all prepped up and ready. I mean, you saw how rough this thing was. It needed a lot of work. Still a couple little items we need to sand down, kind of little imperfections, but all in all, it's pretty much there. We have a front bumper upgrade I got from, I believe it came from like Thailand or something like that, but this is one of the parts here. It's gonna be pretty much a spoiler here that we're gonna be adding on to this. And let's see, Ron put this thing together, which is a front like air dam. We had to put together because imagine they shipped it in 3 pieces. They cut it here, stuck it in the box and shipped it to me. So now I had to put it together, fiberglass, and pretty much obviously go over it, bodywork that it might need, but I think it's going to be a great addition to the car. So you can show you guys here how we put it together. Pretty much fiberglass resin and fiberglass sheets to kind of get it and put it all together to one piece. But this thing's gonna look awesome on this. So I think we got a couple more prep stuff that we need to do. We should be getting them ready for paint here soon, so I'm excited about that. What's up guys, Abran is sanding down the 300Z front bumper air dam. I want to show you guys the progress. Came in 3 pieces, we had to put it together. We're doing all the body work, obviously with fiberglass, it always needs some body work. Pretty close to primer, so let me show you guys the progress. That's pretty much what it came together. We kind of body work and blocking it, making it straight. Almost ready?
Almost ready. You need 20 minutes more. Yeah, 30 minutes.
Prime time?
Yes, sir.
It's almost done. We'll get into primer, and we already test fitted, see how everything looks, and it looks really good. So I'll show you guys that soon. So what are we doing here, Jose?
We're sanding out all these high spots. Right now, it's a little low spot here. I'm gonna go ahead and give it one nice pass to cover up the small dents that were missed, and then I'm gonna go ahead and block out the rest of the car and get the party started, baby.
All right, guys, the day has come. Finally, the 300ZX is gonna see some paint. G been working hard at this thing. Look at that. Certified bodyman and his helper.
Enjoy.
Sat through a lot of body work. Obviously, this was the original paint job that this car had. Had some rust throughout, but we went ahead and corrected that. Got all this welded up. You know, got this looking good. Obviously, there's some body work around the fenders, all over on the side. So I pretty much had to re-primer the whole side. As you remember, this had the original spoiler. We went ahead and welded the holes there. Had some rust also like around the bezel here in the back. Took all the glass out to make sure we get a good, very nice paint job. Pretty much the last things we have that G says he'll have ready is the bumpers, right?
The bumpers and the front lip.
In the front lip, we got that body kit too.
Is it that piece of the body kit?
Yeah, a little body kit.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be hard. And then yeah, that's like the last pieces, and I'm just happy this is getting painted. That's all I'm happy about. It's finally
You've
getting
never
painted.
seen it back there. You're like,
Yeah, back down, bro. No, it's just like this is a lot of work, and I can't wait. Body workers like doing a lot of work on a car and finally seeing it painted. It's like the final.
On the kit,
It's like the final thing.
Put in all
You're gonna
that
see
time
everything
and
I did.
work
Yeah.
into it, you know, rubbing
It's like
every damn
finally.
surface, and to see it finish, that's like,
Yeah, that's why I
gotta
really
feel
can't.
good, right?
It's gonna feel amazing. I can't wait.
You did good, brother.
Thank you,
did
Saul.
good, man. I trusted you with this, and you know, you
It's
haven't
a lot
disappointed me
unusual.
yet.
It's not unusual, but you know what?
You haven't disappointed me.
I'm happy that this is a good project to start because this is an old one. This is a very old car,
Yeah, it is.
and it had this is original paint.
Yeah.
Original paint, and
that
it had,
OG JDM.
and it had a lot of rust.
but
I'm really happy, and I'm really glad that you put me on this car, and I got to show you what I can do.
There you go, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. Oh, yeah. This thing's like laser straight, it's looking really nice. Bumpers are gonna be all sanded, prepped. You know, they probably need some primer. We also got like a fiberglass body kit, but we're no stranger to that. Oscar, what do you think? Finally to see
About time, man. About time. About time. Only, 3 years.
Only?
Only took 3 years for you to
Man, it's
pay
a
attention to it.
restoration. It's a restoration, man. It takes time. Man.
No, 3 years.
Look at
That's
that,
what I
look
gave.
at G, look at that.
There's 3 years on since you gave it to me.
Yeah, and it's just been, it was rotten away. I kind of hurt my feelings, to be
No,
honest.
but you know, I took the time. You know, it valued more in price. So I was like, you know what, this is it's valued more, and
it's not a price thing on this one, so you gotta keep it. This is a
I
gift.
am keeping it. It's right here.
But
here.
I'm happy that you're finally giving some love and attention.
Yeah.
There you go.
What it deserves. I don't know if you guys remember the video. Oscar gifted this car to me on Father's Day, which was really special to me. It means a lot. You know, I love my little brother. For him to do that, I know I kind of left it in the back burner for a while. We had a lot of other stuff to do. We had cars to do. We had customer stuff. It's always like, see, there's my phone ringing right there. It just never ends. It's never ending. So like, you know, I had projects with this, finish that. But it doesn't take nothing away. I really appreciate him giving me that. It's very dear to me. Finally, to get into paint's very special to me, and I can't wait to see it done, and for us to drive it together would be pretty dope. So can't wait to see it in paint. So Richard, do your magic.
job. What do you think, man? First full complete for you.
Finally.
First full complete.
For me, this one's like been really special. I know it took me a long time, Oscar, and you've been on my ass about, you know, doing it, but you know, we're so busy with other stuff, and I just wanted to do this, you know, nice and right. And you know, we have so much, you know, I have to do the motor, I have to do this, but really to see this thing kind of like coming together, and the paint really brings back so much memories from high school. You know, me and you kind of get into the car thing, you know, when we were younger, and you know, that's pretty much what sparked like the SOS. It was not SOS yet, but literally,
this car right here.
This is what inspired, you know, both of us, you know, to kind of get into the car industry, and just like we knew that our passion was for cars, and later flourished to what you guys are seeing now, you know, SOS. And I really appreciate you, bro, and I love you for giving me this car, and I really appreciate you. And G, you know, with us for quite a bit, and for me to feel the trust to be able to hand him this thing, and him coming through. And dude, it came out really good. Bodywork.
I don't know if you guys can really capture like the quality, but G did all the freaking bodywork on this car, man, and like it's crazy, man. This young cat right here came with us straight out of high school. Didn't even know how to wipe his own.
I was sweeping and dusting.
The shop. Now like, look at what he did, man. This is.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, like, I'm really happy you put the time and effort, and dude, it came out really good, and I'm really happy to see you kind of flourish. And I know when we talked about this, you're like, let me hand it, and you know, let me do it, and you fucking killed it, and I'm proud of you. We both are proud of you. You're like,
I just knew like,
you're like a little brother.
I just knew like I needed to show you guys like what I learned here for like almost 5 years, since I was 16, 17 years old, you know, 22. Been doing this stuff for a long time, watching all the guys, you know, do all the work, and you know, it's time for me to shine and show you guys what I'm capable of doing, and I can't wait for more to come.
You know, me and Saul have two different build styles. I'll tell you that straight up. And Saul, he likes to make things pop a little bit. I'm more like clean OEM plus type of guy, and Saul was getting ready to throw some really wild and crazy.
It was not
colors.
wild and crazy. Even G, everybody said like, you know, a little pearl, a little something like that.
I just wanted to keep.
But I trusted you.
It's boring white. It's boring white.
It's not, boy. It's the original color, and this is gonna be like, and we're gonna look back in 15 years, and this is gonna be like, damn, that's still original. That's just, you can't beat that for me. Right?
So for me, like, I had to hold back a lot of feelings of like, dude, like I want to do it my way, even though it was like keeping it original. But my brother is like the clean, and I'm kind of like more of the wow. But I trusted him. It looks great. I knew it was gonna look great regardless of what color we picked. But the white, just seeing it now, it just really brings me back to that era and the whole start of everything. And you know, I value your opinion and everything, and you know, I love you, and you know, thank you for this. It's really awesome.
It looks great, man. We're really excited to get this thing wrapped up.
All right, so on this, definitely we got a little body kit that we're gonna be putting on here. Nothing crazy, just lip kit to kind of keep it clean. Obviously stands. We're gonna be putting some coilovers to really get this thing looking good. And also the big ticket thing is, these motors, the V6 motors, don't make a lot of power. We're gonna be swapping with the VQ swap to come, you know.
VQ boys, huh?
VQ boy, you know. So and turning, because it's automatic, so we're gonna be going 6-speed. So we got some plans for this thing. I want to do it right. It all starts on this. This just gives me the more motivation to kind of keep going. You know, I'm really happy how it turned out. Like I said, I can't thank you enough, bro. I love you. It was very special that you gave this to me on Father's Day, and you know, I always remember that. Don't think this is really special, and I really, you know, appreciate that. And like what you see, please continue to subscribe, hit that notification button for new up-to-date videos. And here at SOS Customs, Oscar, what we got?
Got you covered. Peace.